Hi everyone, this is DeFi Dad. Today I'm going to talk to you about a new DeFi protocol which tokenizes risk. This protocol is referred to as BarnBridge. I'm going to walk through how one can stake stablecoins and begin to earn the bond governance token. A little background on BarnBridge is they are aiming to tokenize risk and thus allow one to mitigate that risk using debt-based derivatives. The way DeFi works today is it makes use of variable rate offerings. And in the legacy finance world, we have lots more offerings with fixed rates. And one of the most common products for using fixed rates is a bond. Now, when we look at MakerDAO, Synthetics, Aave, Compound, Curve, and others, those are the huge projects that are already enabling us to take advantage of variable rate offerings. But what BarnBridge enables is for us to pull together different decentralized protocols and hence normalize the risk curve. So in a nutshell, we are bundling together DeFi supply positions based on their risk. And you can see in this example, we're calling out low risk, mid risk, and high risk. And when we bring these together, if you call it a tranche, which is a term that's used normally in legacy finance, you can start to think about these different offerings as having lower risk to higher risk, lower yield to higher yield. So one that is holding a more risky tranche might earn a higher return, but also could lose a greater amount of money. And these are the types of offerings that I believe will bring even more from traditional finance into the DeFi space. So here's how I can get started today with BarnBridge. If you go to app.barnbridge.com, this will show you that there are two different pools to participate in. The one on the left here refers to a pool of USDC, DAI, and SUSD. And by staking these, I own a portion of the pool balance, and hence I will earn a portion of the 32,000 bond being issued this week. Separate from this is the ability to earn bond for participating in a Uniswap pool. The only thing about this is that bond isn't available yet until others have earned bond in this pool, which happens in about 6 days. So once that's available, one could participate in this Uniswap pool, and then they can stake their liquidity provision token. So to get started, I'm going to connect my wallet. Then I'm going to scroll down to the pools tab here and click on staking. Now, depending on which of these three tokens I want to deposit, I'm going to choose to then enable that token. So if I'm going to enable DAI, I can click here. And this is the first of two transactions because this is an approval transaction to spend my DAI. So if I click on edit permission, I'm going to give permission in this case to spend 1,000 DAI. And then I'm going to choose to edit the transaction fee, which will allow me to adjust the gas price. According to gasnow.org, if I put through the gas price at 17 Gwei, it should go through in about 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back a few minutes later and the DAI approval has gone through. So you can see the little switch here has been turned on. So if I click here, I can then choose how much DAI I want to stake. So I'm going to put through 1,000 DAI. And then I can choose in advance what's the ideal gas fee, which I normally check on something like the Etherscan gas tracker. So gasnow.org says that anything between 26 and 18 Gwei will probably go through in a minute, or now it's changed to 31 Gwei. So I'll use 29 Gwei just to get it through quickly. And it looks like I'm going to pay about $3.76 in gas, so I'm good to go. Okay, so my transaction's gone through. You can see that under BarnBridge staking, I've deposited 1,000 DAI. Back in the BarnBridge app, if you click on the little piggy bank, which stands for pools, you can see below that of the 185 million that's been deposited into BarnBridge pools, I own 1,000 of it with 1,000 DAI. Now, since I'm staking on BarnBridge, if I go to Zapper.fi and I connect my Ethereum wallet, I can see here below that in BarnBridge, I have staked 1,000 DAI. You also can find your staked balances under deposits, which shows me that I have staked DAI within BarnBridge. So that's it. That's how easy it is to participate in this BarnBridge liquidity mining. I won't see my rewards for about 6 more days. So this is epic 1 of 25, which means that this will complete around 6 days from now. And that's when I will potentially earn 0.1578 bond. It all depends on how much more liquidity gets added or if people start to withdraw that liquidity. It works like every other DeFi mechanism. The more I own of the pool, the more of the rewards that I earn. And there's a total of 32,000 bond being issued to liquidity providers here over the next week. So that's all I'm going to cover for today. Just a few of the risks to keep in mind. BarnBridge is a new DeFi protocol, so I am cautious with anything that is new because there could be a smart contract bug. However, it is worth noting that if you look at this update, which I will link to the show notes, they do mention that they had their technical advisors from AtPar audit their smart contracts. They also did an outside audit with Hacken. And you can find the report here. Another risk to be aware of is that I have exposure to stable coins, and per usual, I need to be mindful that a stablecoin peg could fail. These are all very popular and liquid stablecoins, but it's worth noting that it's risk that I should be considering before participating in BarnBridge. Another thing to consider is what sorts of admin rights does the team have? I'm not aware of any, but I'm very confident since they just launched that they've got to be there. So there is some centralized risk to using BarnBridge. The last thing to be aware of is this potential reward. Again, it will fluctuate with what is the pool balance over the next 6 days and onward. I also should be mindful that there's no guaranteed financial reward from this. Even though I'm earning this bond token, this is a token that could end up being worth 0. However, there will be a Uniswap pool that's incentivized for liquidity providers that provide liquidity with USDC and the bond token. Thanks so much for watching. If you're interested to learn more about DeFi, don't forget to subscribe to my own channel here at DeFiDad.com. You can also watch Yield TV at tv.zapper.fi. This is a daily live stream where we interview the leading builders and thinkers in DeFi. It's a show that we're doing 3 to 5 times a week, and it normally airs at 12 p.m. Eastern, but you'll find that there's playback of all of these different episodes here on Yield TV.